Welcome to the channel. Here, we honor the legendary figures we've lost, but whose legacies continue to inspire us every day. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the bell so you never miss a tribute. Stick around till the end, we promise there's always something meaningful waiting for you. Linda Lavin, whose illustrious career spanned across television, theater, and film, is remembered as a versatile and talented actress and singer who made a lasting impact on American entertainment. Born on October 15, 1937, in Portland, Maine, Lavin's early life hinted at her future in the arts. As the daughter of David Joseph Lavin, a businessman, and Lucille Dorothy, née Potter, an opera singer, Lavin was immersed in a world of music and performance from a very young age. Her Jewish heritage also played a significant role in her upbringing, as both sides of her family had emigrated from Russia. With a sister, Jocelyn, who was 9 years older, Linda's family was supportive of her interests, and she began performing on stage as early as 5 years old. Lavin's educational journey took her to Waynflete School and Deering High School before attending the College of William and Mary. At William and Mary, she honed her acting skills, performing in many productions under the guidance of Professor Howard Scammon. She received her Actors Equity Association card during her time at William and Mary, solidifying her path toward a professional acting career. In the late 1950s, Lavin joined the Compass Players, an improvisational theater troupe, which helped develop her acting and comedic skills. She furthered her training at the HB Studio in New York City, studying under legendary teachers like Uta Hagen. Her career took off in the early 1960s when she appeared in Broadway productions such as A Family Affair, 1962, and The Riot Act, 1963. It was her work in the off-Broadway scene, though, that really began to make her name known. In 1965, Lavin starred in Wet Paint, a revue that earned her the Theatre World Award, and in 1966, she performed in The Mad Show. Her performance of The Boy From It's a Bird, It's a Plane, It's Superman became especially memorable and was praised for its flirtatious energy. Lavin continued to perform in Broadway and off-Broadway productions, including The Last of the Red Hot Lovers in 1970, where her performance earned her her first Tony nomination. Lavin's career truly skyrocketed when she starred in the CBS sitcom Alice, 1976 to 1985, based on the 1974 film Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. The show was a huge hit, with Lavin portraying Alice Hyatt, a waitress at a diner. The role was groundbreaking in that it centered around a female protagonist with depth and complexity. Lavin's portrayal of Alice earned her 2 Golden Globe Awards and a Primetime Emmy nomination for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series. She also showcased her singing ability by performing the theme song, There's a New Girl in Town, which became iconic. Her dual role as Debbie Walden, a former landlady, further showcased her range as an actress, and she continued to receive accolades for her work on Alice. During the course of Alice, Lavin expanded her career by making numerous guest appearances on television, including hosting a holiday special, Linda in Wonderland, 1980. After Alice ended in 1985, she continued to work in television, starring in the short-lived sitcom Room for Two, 1992 to 1993, where she played a mother moving in with her daughter, played by Patricia Heaton. Lavin's other television appearances included roles on The Muppet Show, 1979, Law and Order, Criminal Intent, Touched by an Angel, 1999, and The Sopranos, 2002. She also appeared in numerous television films, including Damn Yankees, 1967, and The Morning After, 1974, showcasing her ability to move seamlessly between genres. Her film career was equally varied, with standout roles in The Muppets Take Manhattan, 1984, The Backup Plan, 2010, and Being the Ricardos, 2021. The latter where she played a minor role but was part of the star-studded ensemble cast. Lavin also voiced the character of the Mother Vulture in the animated series Courage the Cowardly Dog for the episode, Watch the Birdies, demonstrating her versatility across mediums. Even as she became a beloved television star, Lavin never stopped pursuing theater. In 1987, she returned to Broadway in the Neil Simon play Broadway Bound, a role that earned her a Tony Award for Best Actress in a Play. She received widespread critical acclaim for her portrayal of Kate, a mother who is both loving and overbearing. The performance is considered one of the most memorable in contemporary Broadway history. Lavin's success continued in the theater with performances in Gypsy, 1990, The Sisters Rosenzweig, 1993, The Tale of the Allergist's Wife, 2000-2001, and The Lions, 2011, where her role as Rita, the cynical matriarch, was praised for her comic timing and depth. Lavin's performances earned her several more Tony nominations and Drama Desk Awards, solidifying her place as one of Broadway's most accomplished actresses. Her dedication to theater extended beyond acting. She also directed and produced several plays, including A Matter of Life and Death, 1981, which was based on the work of Nurse Joy Euphema. She also directed the telefilm Flower Babies, 1990. Lavin's involvement in theater remained strong throughout her career, and she continued to perform in both Broadway and off-Broadway productions into the 2010s. In 2014, she appeared in the play Too Much Sun, which earned her praise for her precise understanding of the material. Throughout her career, Lavin was also active in the cabaret scene, performing in venues like the Empire Plush Room in San Francisco and Birdland in New York. She developed a reputation for her charm, humor, and vocal talent in these intimate settings, and her 2012 album Possibilities was a reflection of her musical prowess. Critics praised her for her warmth and engaging stage presence. Lavin's personal life was equally rich. She was married 3 times. Her first marriage, to actor Ron Liebman, ended in divorce in 1981. She then married actor Kip Niven, whom she met on the set of Alice. Their marriage ended in 1992. In 2005, she married Steve Bakunas, a Wilmington, North Carolina, businessman. Lavin was very involved in her community, where she and her husband worked on projects to rehabilitate impoverished neighborhoods, including the creation of a community theater. She also founded the Linda Lavin Arts Foundation, which supported arts education and self-esteem building programs for at-risk teenage girls. Lavin's legacy as a performer is immense. She was a 5-time Tony Award nominee, winning once for Broadway Bound. She received 3 Drama Desk Awards, 2 Golden Globe Awards, 2 Obie Awards, and numerous other honors throughout her career. In 2010, she was inducted into the American Theater Hall of Fame, cementing her status as one of the great American actresses. Sadly, Linda Lavin passed away on December 29, 2024, at the age of 87, leaving behind a legacy that touched generations of fans and fellow performers. Her death came after a period of high-profile work, including a starring role in the Hulu series Mid-Century Modern, which was set to premiere in 2025. She had completed 10 of the 13 episodes before her passing. Her final years were marked by continued work in television, including a recurring role in Be Positive, 2020-2022, and an appearance in Santa Clarita Diet, 2019. Lavin's impact on American entertainment cannot be overstated. She was known for her charm, her distinctive voice, and her ability to portray characters with both depth and humor. Whether on Broadway, in front of the camera, or in concert, Linda Lavin was a performer who captivated audiences with her honesty, warmth, and remarkable talent. Her work will continue to inspire future generations of actors, singers, and entertainers who will look to her career as a model of professionalism, versatility, and passion for the arts. Anita Jane Bryant, March 25, 1940 to December 16, 2024, was a prominent figure in American culture, recognized both as a successful singer and as a controversial Christian activist. Born in Barnesdale, Oklahoma, she rose to fame in the 1960s with several hit songs and later became a divisive figure due to her outspoken opposition to gay rights. Her life reflected the complexities of her era, marked by fame, religious conviction, and significant cultural clashes. Bryant's early life set the stage for her multifaceted career. She was the daughter of Lenora and Warren Bryant. After her parents divorced, her father joined the U.S. Army, and her mother took a clerical job, leaving Anita and her siblings to live temporarily with their grandparents. Anita began singing at the tender age of 2 in her church, performing Jesus Loves Me. By the age of 6, she was singing at local fairs and on radio and television. At 12, she had her own TV show, The Anita Bryant Show, on WKY in Oklahoma City. Her musical talent and charm earned her the title of Miss Oklahoma in 1958, and she placed as second runner-up in the Miss America pageant the following year. These achievements helped launch her career as a singer. By 1959, Bryant had signed with Carlton Records, releasing her debut album, which included Till There Was You, a song that became one of her early hits. She followed this success with additional chart toppers, such as Paper Roses, In My Little Corner of the World, and Wonderland by Night. Her melodic voice and wholesome image made her a popular artist, earning her several gold records and a loyal fan base. Throughout the 1960s, Bryant expanded her reach by performing at high-profile events, including tours with Bob Hope to entertain U.S. troops through the United Service Organizations, USO. She also performed at White House events, solidifying her status as a symbol of traditional American values. Her career included appearances on television specials and partnerships with major brands like Coca-Cola and Kraft Foods. In 1969, Bryant became a spokesperson for the Florida Citrus Commission, starring in commercials that made her synonymous with orange juice. Her tagline, "Breakfast without orange juice is like a day without sunshine," became iconic. She also embraced gospel music during this period, releasing albums that reflected her Christian faith. While her career flourished, Bryant's personal beliefs began to intertwine with her public persona. In 1977, she became a lightning rod for controversy when she led the Save Our Children campaign to repeal an anti-discrimination ordinance in Miami-Dade County, Florida. The ordinance prohibited discrimination based on sexual orientation, and Bryant's campaign framed it as a threat to traditional family values and children's welfare. She argued that gay people could not reproduce and, therefore, sought to recruit children. These statements, which many saw as homophobic, garnered widespread criticism. The Save Our Children campaign succeeded in repealing the ordinance by a significant margin, but it also triggered a powerful backlash. Gay rights activists organized a boycott of Florida orange juice, which Bryant had promoted. The boycott gained momentum, supported by celebrities such as Jane Fonda and Johnny Carson. Activists replaced orange juice with apple juice in cocktails and created slogans like, "A day without human rights is like a day without sunshine." The conflict drew national attention, and Bryant's name became synonymous with opposition to gay rights. The fallout from her activism was profound. Her contract with the Florida Citrus Commission was terminated in 1980, and her public image suffered irreparable damage. Bryant attempted to frame her stance as an expression of Christian beliefs, often stating that she loved homosexuals but hated their sin. However, her rhetoric and campaigns alienated many, including some within the Christian community. Bryant's personal life also faced upheaval during this time. Her marriage to Bob Greene, with whom she had 4 children, ended in 1980. The divorce was a source of scandal, particularly among her conservative Christian supporters. Greene publicly criticized her decision, citing their shared religious beliefs, which did not recognize civil divorce. The end of her marriage, coupled with the loss of endorsements and speaking engagements, led to significant financial difficulties. She filed for bankruptcy twice in subsequent years. In the 1980s and 1990s, Bryant's career faded. She attempted to rebuild her life with her second husband, Charlie Hobson Dry, whom she married in 1990. Together, they pursued ventures like Anita Bryant's Music Mansion, a performance venue in Branson, Missouri. However, these efforts were short-lived, and the couple faced ongoing financial struggles, including unpaid taxes and bankruptcy filings. Despite these challenges, Bryant remained committed to her faith. In later years, she softened her stance on some issues, expressing a more conciliatory attitude toward gay rights. In a 1980 interview, she stated, "I'm more inclined to say live and let live, just don't flaunt it or try to legalize it." Her son later remarked that her activism would have been more vigorous if she still felt as strongly about the issue. Bryant's legacy was complex. On one hand, she was a talented artist who brought joy to millions with her music and wholesome image. On the other, her activism against gay rights left a lasting mark on American culture, galvanizing both supporters and opponents of LGBTQ+ equality. Her campaigns inspired greater organization and advocacy within the gay rights movement, leading to significant progress in the decades that followed. In her later years, Bryant lived a quieter life in Oklahoma, where she founded Anita Bryant Ministries International. She remained active in her faith community and occasionally appeared at public events, such as the renaming of a street in her honor in her hometown of Barnesdale. Her family life continued to evolve. In 2021, her granddaughter Sarah Green publicly came out as gay and shared her story on a podcast, reflecting the generational shifts in attitudes toward LGBTQ+ issues. Bryant passed away from cancer at her home in Edmond, Oklahoma, on December 16, 2024, at the age of 84. Her life story remains a powerful reminder of the cultural and political battles that have shaped modern America. It also highlights the enduring complexities of public figures whose actions and beliefs leave an indelible mark on society. Richard Harris, better known by his ring name Black Bart, was a legendary figure in professional wrestling, celebrated for his colorful persona, unique wrestling style, and contributions as both a performer and trainer. Born on January 30, 1948, Harris began his wrestling journey in the mid-1970s and left an indelible mark on the sport over the following decades. A towering figure with a rough-and-tumble cowboy gimmick, he built a career as a rugged and dependable worker in some of the most iconic wrestling promotions of the time. His career spanned several territories, from Jim Crockett Promotions to the WWF and WCW, before he transitioned to the independent circuit and eventually became a respected trainer. Despite health challenges in his later years, Harris remained a beloved figure in the wrestling community until his passing on January 9, 2025. Early life and career beginnings. Harris entered the wrestling world in 1975, adopting a variety of personas to carve his niche in the industry. Initially competing as Man Mountain Harris, Hangman Harris, and Hangman Ricky Harris, he spent the early years of his career honing his craft in smaller promotions. During this period, Harris demonstrated a natural charisma and toughness that would become his trademarks. Wrestling in regional circuits gave him a strong foundation, and he soon caught the attention of larger promotions. Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, 1981. In 1981, Harris joined Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, MACW, part of the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, under the name Ricky Harris. Initially working as a preliminary wrestler, he displayed an ability to connect with the audience, whether as a heel or babyface. Though his role at this stage was modest, his matches showcased his commitment to storytelling and his willingness to sell for opponents, a skill that would serve him well throughout his career. Expansion to prominent territories. The early 1980s saw Harris wrestling across various promotions, including Georgia Championship Wrestling and Mid-South Wrestling. By 1982, he was performing as Hangman Rick Harris under the management of Skandar Akbar. This partnership added a new layer of menace to his cowboy persona, as he took on the role of a bounty hunter. His ability to portray a convincing and entertaining character became increasingly apparent, and he gained traction in the industry. Championship Wrestling from Florida and the Long Riders. One of Harris's most successful runs came in Championship Wrestling from Florida in 1983 to 1984, where he formed the tag team, the Long Riders, with Ron Bass. The duo captured the NWA United States Tag Team titles, Florida version, and engaged in memorable feuds with Barry Windham and Mike Rotunda. Their rough-and-tumble style complemented their cowboy personas, making them a popular draw in the promotion. The Long Riders solidified Harris's reputation as a formidable competitor in the tag team division, though he would later shine as a singles performer. Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling and the Texas Trash Compactor. Returning to MACW in 1984, Black Bart, a name he adopted permanently, continued his partnership with Ron Bass under the management of J.J. Dillon. After their team dissolved, Harris transitioned into a singles role, engaging in heated rivalries with stars like Ron Garvin, Terry Taylor, and Sam Houston. During this period, he developed his signature finishing move, the Texas Trash Compactor, a second rope leg drop that became synonymous with his name. This move not only emphasized his rugged style but also added an element of excitement to his matches. Black Bart's success in MACW culminated in his reigns as NWA Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion and NWA National Heavyweight Champion. These titles highlighted his value as a reliable mid-card performer who could deliver compelling matches and elevate his opponents. World-Class Championship Wrestling and a controversial title reign. In 1986, Black Bart joined World-Class Championship Wrestling, WCCW, where he feuded with the promotion's top stars, including Chris Adams and Kevin Von Erich. Bart was awarded the WCCW World Heavyweight Championship after Chris Adams left the promotion, but the title change was explained through a fictitious match in Los Angeles. This storyline decision was controversial among fans, but it demonstrated the trust promoters had in Bart to carry the championship. His reign was short-lived, as he dropped the title to Kevin Von Erich a month later. Universal Wrestling Federation and WCW. From 1987 to 1991, Harris wrestled for the Universal Wrestling Federation, UWF, and World Championship Wrestling, WCW, continuing to build his legacy as a versatile and dependable wrestler. In WCW, he was part of the memorable, albeit short-lived, Desperados stable alongside Dutch Mantell and Deadeye Dick. The Desperados were portrayed as bumbling cowboys searching for Stan Hansen, a storyline that involved comedic vignettes. Although the angle never fully materialized due to Hansen's departure, it showcased Harris's ability to adapt to different roles. During this time, Black Bart also competed in notable tournaments, such as the one for the NWA Western States Heritage Championship, where he reached the finals before losing to Barry Windham. His performances continued to demonstrate his skill in balancing in-ring storytelling with physicality. Late career and independent circuit. After leaving WCW, Black Bart became a staple on the independent circuit, where he captured multiple championships, including the GWF Brass Knuckles Championship and GWF Tag Team titles. Teaming with partners like Tug Taylor, John Hawk, later known as John Bradshaw Layfield, and Johnny Mantell, he brought his trademark grit and showmanship to smaller promotions. His presence on the independent scene allowed him to mentor younger talent and pass on his wealth of knowledge. Bart made occasional returns to larger promotions, such as his participation in the 60-man Battle Royal at WCW's World War III in 1995. Despite scaling back his wrestling schedule, he remained a respected figure in the industry. Legacy as a trainer. One of Black Bart's most significant contributions to professional wrestling was his work as a trainer. He operated a wrestling school at the legendary Dallas Sportatorium, where he mentored aspiring wrestlers, including future WWE champion John Bradshaw Layfield and hardcore wrestler Necro Butcher. His tough-love approach and emphasis on fundamentals helped shape a generation of performers who carried his teachings forward. Personal challenges and legal battles. In his later years, Harris faced several health challenges, including diabetes and heart bypass surgery in 2015. He was also part of a high-profile class action lawsuit against WWE, alleging that the company had concealed the risks of traumatic brain injuries. Although the lawsuit was ultimately dismissed, it highlighted the long-term health issues faced by many wrestlers. From his ERA. In December 2024, it was revealed that Harris was battling stage 4 liver cancer and had chosen to cease chemotherapy treatment due to financial and health concerns. His passing on January 9, 2025, marked the end of a life dedicated to professional wrestling, leaving behind a legacy of toughness, mentorship, and passion for the sport. Final thoughts. Richard Black Bart Harris was a wrestler who embodied the spirit of professional wrestling's golden era. From his cowboy persona to his championship runs and contributions as a trainer, he left an indelible mark on the industry. While he may not have been a household name, his work behind the scenes and in the ring ensured that his influence would be felt for generations. As a mentor, performer, and larger-than-life character, Black Bart's story is a testament to the enduring appeal of professional wrestling and the resilience of those who dedicate their lives to the craft. His passing at the age of 76 was a poignant reminder of the sacrifices and challenges faced by those in the wrestling industry, but his legacy as a trailblazer and teacher will endure. Meg Ryan, born Margaret Mary Emily in Hira on November 19, 1961, in Fairfield, Connecticut, grew up to become one of the most beloved actresses in American cinema. Known for her performances in romantic comedies, Ryan's combination of warmth, humor, and relatability made her a household name during the late 1980s and throughout the 1990s. Her rise to stardom, along with her challenges in navigating the complexities of Hollywood, paints a compelling portrait of a performer who defined an era. Ryan grew up in a family with strong educational and artistic values. Her mother, Susan Jordan, was a former actress and an English teacher, while her father, Harry Hira, worked as a math teacher. Ryan was raised alongside 3 siblings in a home where intellect and creativity were both encouraged. The divorce of her parents during her teenage years left a significant impact on her, shaping the way she would later approach characters rooted in emotional depth and human vulnerability. She attended St. Pius X Elementary School and graduated from Bethel High School in 1979. A bright student, Ryan initially set her sights on a career outside of acting, enrolling at the University of Connecticut and later transferring to New York University to study journalism. While pursuing her degree, Ryan decided to explore acting, taking on small roles to support herself financially. Her foray into acting began with commercials and television, including a recurring role on the soap opera As the World Turns from 1982 to 1984. These early experiences not only gave her a taste of the industry but also showcased her natural charisma on screen. Her fresh-faced charm and approachable demeanor caught the attention of casting directors, leading her to pursue acting as a full-time career. Her breakthrough came with the 1986 blockbuster, Top Gun, where she played Carol Bradshaw, the wife of Anthony Edwards' character. Though it was a supporting role, Ryan's performance resonated with audiences and hinted at her potential as a leading lady. Shortly thereafter, she starred opposite Dennis Quaid in films like Inner Space, 1987, and DOA. 1988, establishing her as a versatile actress capable of handling a wide range of genres. Off-screen, her chemistry with Quaid blossomed into a romance, and the two were married in 1991. The turning point in Ryan's career came in 1989 with the release of When Harry Met Sally. Directed by Rob Reiner and written by Nora Ephron, the film became a cultural phenomenon. Ryan starred as Sally Albright, a woman navigating the complexities of friendship and love with Billy Crystal's Harry Burns. The movie's witty dialogue, combined with Ryan's unforgettable delivery of the famous diner scene, catapulted her into superstardom. When Harry Met Sally is widely regarded as one of the greatest romantic comedies of all time, and Ryan's performance earned her a Golden Globe nomination. The role cemented her as America's sweetheart, a title she would carry for much of her career. The 1990s saw Ryan solidify her reputation as the queen of romantic comedies. She starred in Sleepless in Seattle, 1993, another collaboration with writer Nora Ephron, opposite Tom Hanks. The film's blend of humor, sentimentality, and timeless romance struck a chord with audiences, becoming a box office success. Ryan and Hanks's on-screen chemistry was undeniable, leading to subsequent pairings in films like Joe vs. the Volcano, 1990, and You've Got Mail, 1998. In You've Got Mail, Ryan played Kathleen Kelly, a bookstore owner who unknowingly falls for her business rival through email correspondence. The film, a modern take on the classic story, The Shop Around the Corner, showcased Ryan's ability to balance comedy with heartfelt emotion, earning her another Golden Globe nomination. Ryan's ability to portray relatable, independent women in search of love and self-discovery made her a favorite among audiences. Her performances were characterized by a blend of vulnerability and strength, capturing the nuances of modern relationships in a way that felt authentic. Beyond her romantic comedies, Ryan demonstrated her range as an actress in dramatic roles. In Courage Under Fire, 1996, she played a helicopter pilot during the Gulf War, earning critical praise for her portrayal of a character grappling with moral dilemmas and personal sacrifice. Similarly, in City of Angels, 1998, she starred opposite Nicolas Cage in a romantic fantasy that explored themes of love and loss. While the film received mixed reviews, Ryan's performance was widely appreciated for its depth and sincerity. Despite her professional success, Ryan faced challenges in her personal life. Her marriage to Dennis Quaid, which had seemed idyllic from the outside, ended in divorce in 2001. The breakup was heavily publicized, particularly as rumors swirled about Ryan's alleged affair with actor Russell Crowe during the filming of Proof of Life, 2000. The media frenzy surrounding her personal life marked a turning point in her career, as public perception shifted and Ryan found herself stepping back from the spotlight. As the 2000s progressed, Ryan took on fewer roles, choosing to focus on her personal life and explore new creative avenues. She made her directorial debut with the film Ithaca, 2015, an adaptation of William Saroyan's novel, The Human Comedy. The project allowed Ryan to step behind the camera, showcasing her talent as a storyteller. While the film received mixed reviews, it represented an important step in her evolution as an artist. Ryan's impact on Hollywood extends beyond her filmography. She helped redefine the romantic comedy genre, creating characters that resonated with viewers and set a standard for leading roles in the genre. Her performances, often paired with witty scripts and thoughtful direction, brought a level of sophistication to romantic comedies that elevated them from lighthearted entertainment to meaningful explorations of love and relationships. Actors and filmmakers alike have cited her work as an influence, underscoring her lasting legacy. In addition to her contributions to film, Ryan has been involved in various philanthropic efforts, supporting causes related to education, healthcare, and social justice. While she has largely remained out of the public eye in recent years, her occasional appearances at industry events and interviews remind fans of her enduring charm and talent. Ryan's journey through Hollywood reflects both the triumphs and challenges of life in the entertainment industry. Her rise to fame, marked by iconic roles and critical acclaim, was followed by a period of personal and professional re-evaluation. Through it all, Ryan has maintained a sense of authenticity that continues to endear her to fans. Her legacy as a performer who brought intelligence, humor, and heart to her roles ensures that her work will be celebrated for generations to come. As of today, Meg Ryan remains a symbol of a golden era in Hollywood. Her performances, particularly in films like When Harry Met Sally and Sleepless in Seattle, are timeless, continuing to capture the hearts of new audiences. While she may no longer be as prolific as she once was, her influence on the industry and the romantic comedy genre is undeniable. Ryan's story serves as a reminder of the enduring power of talent, resilience, and the ability to connect with audiences on a deeply human level. Thank you for watching. We hope this tribute helped keep the memory of these legends alive. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more stories. Until next time, take care and keep their legacies in your heart.